Why are you going to pay $1,500 for one class at the University of Arizona? It's what you've been told to do, because high school is just meant to prepare you for college, right? To pay thousands of dollars and years of time to take classes you already have. This is where education, general education classes or gen eds, rule. But here's the thing. You're basically repeating high school when you take gen eds. Well, here's the best way to take care of many or even all those gen eds for free. Yes, that's right, for free. Through something called the CLEP Exams. In this video, you'll learn about the CLEP Exams, what they are, how to take them, and specifically how they're accepted and counted for credit at the University of Arizona, while you're earning significant college credits for free. And by the way, all the links and resources I'll mention in this video are in the description below this video. If you're new here, my name is Josh. I was a teacher, a school counselor, and a principal for almost 15 years. Walked over 3,000 students down the path of earning significant college credits and college degrees by the time they graduate from high school. And it's my mission to show as many people as I can how to save thousands of dollars on the cost of college maybe with scholarships, but really without scholarships, student loans, or 529 savings plans. One of the things I love the most about this are the CLEP exams. The college level examination program, a program that's been around for 50 years, but isn't talked about nearly enough. A program that's administered by the College Board, the same organization that oversees AP, SAT, etc. You've probably heard of those. There's a whopping 34 of these CLEP exams to choose from just about every subject area out there, all of which can satisfy some sort of gen ed requirement at the University of Arizona. Each exam is 90 minutes long, and you can take them at any time, as long as you're 13 or older. That's really the only restriction. There's no permission needed from a high school counselor, principal, or really anybody. So let's walk through it together and exactly what CLEP exams at the University of Arizona accepts, the score you need, the college credits you can earn from CLEP, and the college cost savings. Okay, now that you know a little bit more about CLEP, what it is, money you can save, time, all those things, let's look at our specific example for the University of Arizona. Now, right here, I'm on the University of Arizona's CLEP Testing Center website. Pretty much every college is going to have something about CLEP as long as they accept CLEP exams. But if you're looking for it, you can't find it, look for this little search bar up here in the top right when you go to any college's main website. Type in CLEP, and then you're going to get a page like this. Okay. Now this is where you're going to have to hunt and peck just a little bit, okay, because it breaks down what CLEP is. It talks about Dante's, which is similar to CLEP for the military. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but then it talks about the fees. $97 to take the test. You know from the first part of the video, you're not going to pay $97 to take a CLEP exam, because if you go through modernstates.org, go through the CLEP exam study material, you then get that voucher, and you can plug that in when you register at collegeboard.org. You register for the exam you want, you get to the checkout page, you're not going to pay a dime, right? Okay, so just pretend like that's not there. Administration fee. This is where every college testing center is going to charge you a fee to proctor your exam, basically to set everything up and do everything that they're approved to do. For University of Arizona, it's $50. Okay. Now, this is why I recommend to take this at a local community college. Take it remotely. It's going to be a lot less expensive, especially at a community college, to take this $15-20 maybe. Okay. And it's the same exact test. It does not matter where you take the CLEP exam. Either way, if you do take it at Arizona, it's fine. Save your receipt, because Modern States will likely reimburse you for that. So you're literally earning college credit through CLEP for free. Okay. Now there's not much else on here. Registration walks you through that. Official. There again, ignore this. The only thing you want to pay attention to is if you want to take the test at University of Arizona, the testing center, you have to schedule an appointment. You cannot just show up. They're going to require your CLEP exam registration ticket, things like that. So call ahead, say, hey, I need to take my CLEP exam for psychology, whatever exam it is. Then they'll tell you a day and a time, or they may have, opportunities or options available to come in and take your exam. Make sure you pay attention to that. Okay. So this is where it's kind of hard to find, but right here where it says not sure which CLEP exam to take, we're going to click there, because then it's going to take us to this page. This is the money page, I call it. Okay. This is what breaks down CLEP, what it is, all these things. I'm not going to spend time going through that. But it also has like their AP, IB, other proficiency exam, their tables. But here is where you discover how the money savings, the time savings.
Basically, cannot exceed 60 units for a baccalaureate degree, basically your bachelor's degree. That is telling you that they will accept up to 60 college credits. That is half your bachelor's degree, you guys. Half. That's it right there. Plain as day. Now's where the strategy comes into play, okay? And this is where you want to get very familiar with what are called CLEP tables. Okay, just about every college will have something like this. It's not going to look exactly the same, but it's going to break things down. So let's use an example of a common CLEP exam. And if you haven't already, make sure you download that free CLEP exam guide. I'm going to put all these links, all these resources in the description of this video. So go make sure you pay attention to that. Go grab it. If you're lost, just check the description box. But specifically, we're going to look at an example for American government. Say you want to take the CLEP exam for American government. Well, you want to verify. The first thing you do before you take the exam, you verify, okay, University of Arizona, they take the American government CLEP exam. My score, I have to earn at least a 50. Now that sounds super low, right? But the CLEP exams are based on a scale of 20 to 80 points. 50 as a minimum passing score is very common. That is a common passing score. Look at all these scores that are 50. There's a 55. There's 50, 50, 50, 60. All these options. That's rule of thumb. Now the other thing you pay attention to is, well, what course credit am I going to get? Okay, this is where they would give you Political Science 201 as credit. Okay, that's the name of the course. Or they may give you what's called EP Social Scientist. That's going to be likely specific if you're a social sciences type major. CLEP credits they give you 3 units. Units, same thing as credits. Okay, don't let that stump you. But if you remember earlier, 60 credits, right? That's how much they're gonna accept. So this is where you got to keep your math going. 3 credits, now I can earn 57. Okay, so you can scroll down and you can see there are going to be little caveats for a lot. Okay, English ones. This is why I don't like the English exams, college compositions, because there are all these little caveats, right? Like this one in particular, English, you get departmental elective credit and placement into an honors class. Student must still take ENGL 102 or 109H. So you can't get all your credits through college composition. You just can't. You can get one done, but you can't get both. So you have to pay attention to those little caveats and any sort of notes or notation. If you followed me for any length of time, you know I love the world language CLEP exams. French in this case, German, Spanish, if you're a native speaker, if you're fluent, if you're bilingual, if you just have a very strong foundation in a world language, Spanish, French, or German, take a CLEP exam. Because look, you can see a lot of different scores here, 50, 55, 66, 68. These are different levels, right? If you score at the bottom, like you have a little bit of a background, maybe not much, take it because you can earn 4 credits for Spanish 101. Let's say you're fluent, you're a native speaker, something like that. Look at this, you guys. You can earn, if you get a 68, you can earn 16 college credits. That is 1 full semester of college. That is thousands and even maybe tens of thousands of dollars in savings because they're going to give you credit for Spanish 101, 102, 201, 202. It's a ton of credit, and that can go towards your 60 right there, okay, from a single 90-minute exam. So that's going to be a good overview, okay, of CLEP, specifically at U of A. What they accept, what they don't. You can see like right here, you have to pay attention. They do not accept, none, no credit given, no equivalent course for Introduction to Educational Psychology. Okay, so even though they accept 60 credits, they don't accept that exam. Look right here, Principles of Management and Marketing. They don't accept those exams either. And why, when you look through my CLEP guide, why I have those exams, the educational psychology course that you saw above, and then these 2, management and marketing, those are lower on my list because those are CLEP exams that are not commonly accepted. Okay, so you've got to be very careful. Make sure you use, if you're looking at U of A, use this guide on their website first before you go study for your exam, before you go register for that particular exam. You do not want to be surprised that you get a passing score and you go to University of Arizona and they don't take it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stop this portion and we're going to move on to the next part of the video.
All right, now that you've got a better idea of what the University of Arizona will accept and the amount of money you'll save on college costs, let's learn how you can save $97 per exam and essentially take a CLEP exam for free. This is where a website called Modern States comes in. By the way, I'm going to link all these resources and links in the description of this video, so make sure you check that out. Also, if you're loving what you're learning so far, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos. Okay, back to Modern States. Modern States has a ton of CLEP exam study material. You can essentially be broken down into mini courses. You can get through the courses in a few hours to a few days, and the best part is they prepare you to take the CLEP exams. The other best part is once you complete the study material, they're going to give you a CLEP exam voucher to go take that exam for free. You guys, this is a $97 savings, and you can do this over and over again. There literally is no cap on the number of vouchers that you can get. Once you register for the CLEP exam, you'll be able to input the free voucher that you got, and you're ready to take your exam. Now, I get this question all the time. Josh, how do you know which CLEP exams to take? That's where the homework and the research comes in. In order to effectively use CLEP, you have to work backwards. You've got to basically reverse engineer this thing. You have to look at a potential college degree at the University of Arizona you're looking to pursue and look at something called an advising worksheet or a sample plan or something like that. We'll look at something called a sample plan here in a minute. Many colleges advertise these advising worksheets on their website. They're public. So we're going to take a look at one from the U of A College of Business, specifically in business management. Okay, now we're going to look specifically at another example for the University of Arizona. Earlier on, you learned we looked at the CLEP exams specifically, the ones they accept, the scores, the course equivalencies, things like that. But we specifically looked at one called American Government. It's a common one that's accepted at a lot of colleges around the nation. It's one I just like to use it as an example. And the University of Arizona accepts American Government for credit. So we'll go take a look at that real quick. But first, we're going to look at a specific major, because this is kind of the next level of taking CLEP exams. It's one thing for a school like U of A to accept up to 60 college credits from the CLEP exam, but it's another. There's another element, so to speak, on, well, is it going to go towards my future major or what I'm planning to study, or something like that. And that's where colleges and universities can play what I call a gotcha game, where the University of Arizona would accept American Government CLEP exam and give you, it's called POL 201, the course equivalent. They give you credits on your transcript. But then if you declare a major that doesn't require that class, or there's nowhere to put it, or they require you to take the actual class, then it's a gotcha, right? Because the university accepts the credit, but the College of Business in this case does not. Okay, so this is where we dive in a little bit deeper if you're at that point where you want to go to U of A and you want to study business. Okay, if you're not at that level, that's okay. Save this for kind of the future when you do have a better idea. But for this example, we're going to imagine that you're a business major. Specifically, you want to study business management, okay, at the University of Arizona. It's got a lot of basics on there, but our goal is the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. That's the terminal degree. Now, what a lot of sites will have, and something I like to use, is they'll have a 4-year sample plan or sample curriculum. Sometimes you'll hear it called an advising worksheet. It takes a lot of different shapes. And more or less, it lists the courses that are required and the areas that are required for you to earn this specific degree. Now, this sample plan, this is assuming that you're going into University of Arizona with no college credit, no dual enrollment, no AP, no CLEP, nothing, okay? But of course, you're not doing that, because that's why you're watching this CLEP exam video for U of A. So we see on here, and this is just sample. This is like a suggested, like if you want this thing spoon-fed to you, this is exactly what you do. You take English 101, you take this computer class, or that's the lab for the computer class, college algebra, and then you get into where CLEP can really benefit you. GE Core, Exploring Perspectives or Building Connections. And this is just something U of A calls it. Honestly, it's very complex, complicated, confusing. It doesn't have to be, but I'm going to break it down simply for you. Basically, GE, it's general education. That's your core curriculum. These are the courses that you have to take in order to get the degree. So if we were to look at an engineering degree, a teaching degree, nursing, English, literature, poetry, whatever, doesn't matter. They're going to require some elements of courses
specifically from exploring perspectives or building connections. Okay, this is where CLEP comes into play. And you can see there's several areas. Like I need it here, I need it there, 3 total courses, and then 2 more. So basically you're taking 3, 5, 6 or 7 courses that you need for that just in the first 2 years. If we scroll down a little bit further, we're going to look to see, there's one, 3rd year, another exploring or building connections class. You get basically free electives, general electives, and that's kind of it. And everything else is specific to your business major. So this is where we go through and we see, well, what can we satisfy with CLEP? And we go back into, if we look at, we need to look to see, well, can this political science CLEP exam, can that be satisfied for, in this case, a GE core exploring perspectives or building connections? Well, that's a mouthful. So I already skipped ahead. I already did the homework and the research for you. So this video isn't an hour long. But if we look at, and this one is specific, sometimes you have to go into the college's catalog. And there again, that search bar at the very top, like here, type in something to exactly what I did here. I simply typed in POL 201 because if you remember back to our CLEP sheet for U of A, we're looking at American government. We know if we, to get the credit, we have to score at least a 50. And there's the course credit we're going to get, POL 201, right? So we're going to go back to the catalog, look at POL 201 and see how it satisfies. Now, this is a lot of mumbo jumbo. You need a degree before you get your degree to understand this sometimes. So I'll break it down very simply, okay? We look at a couple things called course attributes, right? And we're looking for this, GE, TD, INDB. Basically, that's tier 2 individuals and societies. This is telling us that U of A will grant us credit if we take a political science course, or in our case, we take the CLEP exam for American government. They are going to let it live there in one of these general education categories. Okay, I know that's a lot of information. You got to hunt and peck sometimes, depending on what you're looking at. But this is just another way on how you hack through college and how you verify not only like what we learned earlier, will the university I'm looking at, in this case Arizona, will they accept CLEP? Which CLEP exams do they accept? And will the major I'm planning to pursue, in this case business administration, business management, how will they view that CLEP exam? Because this is where we want to make sure we're knowing that focus. Now, if you don't know if you want to study business management, that's okay. You can still take that American government CLEP exam, and it's gonna go somewhere, right? Because it's a general class. It's a commonly accepted class. But hopefully that helps. We're gonna move on to the final part of our video.
Okay, you just got a lot of information. I get it, I do. But if you need some help, there's several ways I can help. You can find me on all the major social media platforms, and I also offer what are called one-on-one free video calls and one-on-one strategy sessions. So what college should I do next? Leave a comment below and I'll do a video about everything I just did above so you can see exactly how you can reimagine college. Watch this video next up here on another college to see how they view the CLEP exams.